Hey everyone, I want to talk to you today about which DAW you should be using to be successful with your home music production. Now, there is a lot of talk about this and a lot of confusion because there are so many options out there. Knowing which DAW to pick, which features to look for, should you get a free DAW, should you get a paid DAW, will it work with your computer? Those are all parts of the equation and it can be pretty cumbersome, especially for beginners. So hopefully I can help you with some direction and also help dispel some myths that you may have encountered when trying to figure this all out. So first of all, let's talk. Should you purchase a DAW or should you get a free one? Well, if you're just beginning, then I would advocate that you look for a really good free DAW. There are a ton out there for both Mac and PC. GarageBand comes with the Mac. For PC, there's Pro Tools Free, there's Waveform, there's Studio One. There are no shortage of options when it comes to free DAWs. I've put some links down below for you if you want to check some of those out. So the next question I get is, do I need to be using a certain DAW in order to be successful with my productions at home? And there used to be this thinking that in order to be successful, you had to be using a certain piece of software. For a long time, that was Pro Tools. But that has gone away over the last several years as other DAWs have gotten really, really good. Now, Pro Tools, you may hear, is still the industry standard, and a lot of people do mix and record in Pro Tools, but plenty of people use other DAWs for professional work on songs that you've heard on the radio. And the truth of the matter is, it really does not matter. What matters the most is your capabilities and the time and effort that you want to put into creating your music. So what do we look for when you're choosing a DAW? Well, first of all, if you're on Mac, I say it's a no-brainer. Start with GarageBand. If you've been using GarageBand for a while and you're running into limitations, then spend a couple $100 on Logic Pro, and I think you'll be very happy. If you're on Windows or on Mac and you don't want to use GarageBand, then look for a free DAW that at a minimum has these things. First, you want built-in effects, and the effects you want are equalization, EQ, compression, and reverb, and then potentially delay as well. But you can get a huge amount of the way there if you just have EQ, compression, and reverb. And the next thing you would look for are built-in virtual instruments. You're not going to be creating all of this music with live instruments. It's not really realistic to do that. So you want to look for software that has a good piano, some decent string sounds possibly, a good selection of synthesizers, and a good selection of drums and percussion. If you just start with those, you'll be able to create a ton of great music as long as you stick with it and trust your creativity. Now, the next thing you should do is decide on one. Just pick one. If you're totally new to this, it really doesn't matter. Pick whatever the easiest one for you to find is that looks like you may be able to be successful with it. And then the next thing is to start to learn how to use it and really take your time and learn your tools. This is so extremely important. So many people think that another piece of gear or better software is going to help them be better at their craft, when really what is the differentiator is how well you know your tools and how creative you can be with them. I hope you found this helpful and that now you can go forward and pick a DAW with confidence in knowing that there are really no wrong choices. You just have to pick one and be dedicated to learning it and allowing your creativity to flow through. If you have any questions about anything that I mentioned in this video, please comment down below and I'll answer your questions as I can. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.